The I Heart Vampire bumper sticker is very cute. Very thoughtful of you, Lee. Thank you. I especially like the big red heart.
You're welcome. I didn't have it made. One of your fans sent it to me and asked that I give it to you.
You don't happen to know which fan, do you?
No, I don't recall. Why?
No reason, really. I like to keep track of my devoted fans, where they live, and if I am in their area, I will often stop by and visit them.
Unannounced, I bet.
You would be surprised how few complaints I get. You have a very interesting throat. Has anyone ever told you that?
Can't say that they have.
I don't suppose that after the interview, you and I could stop by a little place I know for a drink.
I don't think so. My husband is waiting for me.
Your husband wouldn't mind. In fact, you might call him on your cell phone and ask him to join us. What is that red light? The blinking one. Is the mic on? Are you recording already?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know. You will edit this, yes? Remove the part about the invitation. It might be taken the wrong way by some people. You know how an innocent suggestion can be taken the wrong way.
Oh, sure. I'll cut it out during editing. That's why the show is called Lee Live.
Good. I would not wish to have your reputation sullied without cause.
You're very thoughtful. Good evening. This is Lee Live, and I'm your host, Lee Harker. We have a most unusual show for you this evening, which you're sure to enjoy. We've read books about him and watched him in movies. He's chilled us to the bone, and just the thought of him has kept many a child shivering in bed long after midnight. We've watched him die over and over again, and yet he returns for the next movie, seemingly unharmed. He is one of the most famous characters of all of literature. Please join me in welcoming to our show Count Dracula.
I thank you for inviting me, Lee. You look lovely tonight.
Before we get started, what do I call you? Count Dracula?
Some people refer to me as the Prince of Darkness. Others call me King Rat, the Hound of Hades. Some call me the Warlord of Wolves. Some call me the First. One young man called me Batman, but only once. But you can call me Wacky Dracky. Call me what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
I think I'll just refer to you as Count.
As you wish.
Let's get down to business right away. Tell us about your early career as Vlad Tipish, called Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad. Why does everyone want to talk about Vlad all the time? I don't know anyone named Vlad. Can we talk about something else?
You don't want to talk about Vlad?
No, I don't wish to talk about Vlad. That was somebody from a long time ago.
How many people did you impale?
Over what period of time? Are we talking about something like, say, 6 weeks? Not that many. The history books exaggerate. Besides, Can I help it if some stupid peasant sits down on the spike?
But you ordered them to.
If I told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
Depends if you hypnotized me or not.
Didn't your mother ever tell you to have a mind of your own? Hypnotism. Everyone has an excuse for the bad choices they make. Blame it on hypnotism. Blame it on Obama. Blame, blame, blame. No one takes responsibility. This is the most entitled society I've seen in 600 years, maybe longer.
On that note, let's pause for station identification. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lee Live. Our guest for this evening is Count Dracula.
This is a joke, yes? The king of the undead is on Lee Live. Very funny, I think.
Tell me, Count, just how old are you?
It doesn't matter how old you are, but how you feel in your heart and in your mind. You know they say 800 is the new 40. So let's just say I'm still young in my mind. I exercise, watch what I eat, and do my best to keep my heart healthy.
Funny you should put it that way. I can't help noticing that you don't appear to have a body.
To tell you the truth, it's in the shop for repairs. When you've been around as long as I have, the old body picks up a few dents and dings, and I send it to a plastic surgeon I know to fill them in. I was just talking to Michael Jackson the other day about the pressures we stars have to look our best at all times.
Count, Michael is dead.
Yes, of course. Nevertheless, Michael and I were discussing the virtues of Botox the other day.
I don't believe you.
It is true. You'll be surprised how much Michael knows about the Botox.
You know Michael Jackson?
You might call us best friends.
I don't suppose you could get me his autograph. It would mean so much to me. I thought once he had passed on, I'd lost my chance. But if you say you know Michael and Jackson, I'm inclined to believe you. I mean, that's just the sort of connection I'd expect you to have.
Autograph? No problemo. I can get an autograph. Simple. You want it made out to leave with love.
Tell me, Count. Tell the members of the audience. Tell your fans the truth. Do you really drink blood?
Do I drink blood?
Yes.
Depends what you mean by drink.
Take it into your mouth and swallow.
Well, you know the world today is a much different place from what it was even just 200 or 300 years ago. Not only iPhones, electric cars, Facebook, and 3D movies. Today, you have blood-borne pathogens. So, even if you were tempted to drink, as you put it, someone else's blood, it might not be such a good idea. We vampires don't know if a person of interest to us might have hepatitis, say, or even AIDS. So like everybody else, we have to make certain we obtain our nourishment from qualified sources. We have to assume everyone has blood-borne pathogens. It's just safer that way.
So you do drink blood.
Do you eat meat? It is much the same thing, you know.
Okay, I can see where this is going, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life eating soy hot dogs.
You will live longer if you do eat soy hot dogs. Do you know what they put in the real hot dogs?
Guilt trip me. No, I don't, and I don't want to. If you were in a fight with a zombie, who would win?
This is a serious question.
It comes from a regular viewer of our program, Devon Seal.
I don't know if I'm going to dignify it with an answer.
Why not?
The fact that I'm still undead is answer enough, I should think. Besides, zombies have been glamorized by the media. They pose no real danger to anyone. They're more like flies. They're only a bother because there are so many of them. One's fat, and they splat.
What do you think about the current trend in girls' young adult fiction for the male protagonist to be a vampire?
Well, I think it is healthy for young women to have role models they can pattern their own lives after. I know for a fact that there has been a long history of women who are attracted to bad boys. It's good to see that trend reversed and to see young women attracted to men with special talents, shall we say.
Next, you're going to tell me there are many famous people in history who were vampires.
You've been looking at my notes.
Lucky guess.
Lee, I hope you don't mind my saying this, but I see there is an unusual mark on your neck.
It's a mole. I've had it ever since I was a kid.
Are you certain? You haven't been sleeping by chance with the window to your room open, have you?
No, we have air conditioning.
If you say so, but...
That about wraps up our show. Is there anything? Oh, I nearly forgot. You're in town for a special reason, aren't you?
Yes, I will be appearing in a little melodrama about my life called, appropriately enough, Dracula. It is coming in October, the weekend before Halloween, I think it is. I will have to confirm this with my agent, but I believe that is correct. It is a production of Molalla River Radio Theater and will be shown in Molalla Public Library. Did I pronounce that right?
Well, I'm sure you will pack the house. Thank you, Count Dracula, for being on our show. And just so you know, I keep a sharpened wooden stake next to my bed at night.